Hi, welcome to Refugee Roots Art at Home. This is week 14. We've just started some weaving. I hope you enjoyed the paper plate weaving last week, and if you're doing this at home, I hope this helps you follow along. We will start meeting up in person in small groups, so if you want to be shown this in person, then come along on Tuesdays to the Wimble Gardens. Right now, this week, we'll be doing a God's Eye weave. So let me show you how it's done. See how much you can see of my desk here. Okay. So I've got some examples of God's Eye weaves. They're basically on sticks or skewers, and this is with 2 sticks and it makes a kind of diamond shape. Got another one here. And this is a lovely one. So you can see different thicknesses of wool, give different textures. And this is one that I've made using 8 sticks. So I'll show you that at the end. We'll start with a simpler one. Sorry, 8 sticks or 2 pairs of 4. So this diamond one is to take 2 of your skewers. So you've got, they should have 6 in the pack. So I'll show you how to do the diamond God's Eye weave with these 2. You need some balls of wool. Doesn't matter which colours, you should have a few to choose from. I've got these ones today, and your scissors. So what we do is we make a cross with the sticks and try and find the equal lengths on each side, so it looks pretty symmetrical. It looks the same on both sides. Now I'm going to put this down because it's maybe a bit easier to do on the table. So make a cross. Going to cut a length of wool, so just find your end on one of the balls. Just cut a little bit off, just like, you know, half an arm's length, just a little bit. I'm going to tie these 2 together. So basically just going to wrap it round the middle until all 4 sides feel quite secure. I've left a little tail of wool there, and then started wrapping quite tightly, so you can move it whilst you've just started. So you can see I'm trying to even it out. Then once you've got it in place, just going round each of the wooden sticks, try and make it quite secure. This is fiddly to do. This is probably the fiddliest bit. If I had a glue gun, like hot glue, I could glue them together first, and that would make this easier. I don't have one. If you have one at home, you can do that. And the sticks are quite long as well, so you might catch your sleeve on them. Be careful on the ends, obviously. So they're barbecue skewers, so I've cut the pointy tip off so they don't hurt anyone. Are quite sharp and spiky. But if there's a little bit of sharpness left, just be mindful, be aware of that. So once you've wrapped it and you've got 2 tails, 2 bits of wool, tie 2 knots. So 1 knot and then the next knot. That's just to stop it slipping out. Because wool can be quite slippy when you're using it to tie knots. And then cut the end. So you've got something like that. Don't know if that's in focus for you. And now we're going to decide that's going to be our bit of colour in the middle. You can carry on with the colour you've tied it, or you can try a different colour. So we're working our way from the middle out. So I'm going to carry on with this blue, and I'm going to leave a tail. We could knot it on, I'm just going to wrap it round a couple of times. And then the technique is, well, there's two ways to go. We've got your wool to go over, over, so you're going over, can you see, from where the wool is, going over the next stick, round it, and then over the next stick, round it. Let me hold it up. So it doesn't matter if you go clockwise or anti-clockwise. I'll move this little tail at the back. So this is our front, and we're going over the wool, over that stick and round it, and then spin it round. I like to spin it round so I can see what I'm working on. Over and round, spin it round, over the top, so you're going over the top of the wood, round the stick, and then turn it, over the top, round, and turn. Now this bit, it won't seem like it's doing much. This middle bit takes a while for you to see the pattern and for it to grow. So just keep on going. This little tail is starting to get caught, so I'm just going to trim the back bit of wool. Okay, so keep going round. Over your next stick, wrap it round, move it over your next stick, wrap it round, move it. Is this helpful? Over your next stick, wrap it round that one, move it round. So we're going over, over, round, turn, over, round, turn, over, round, turn, over, round, turn. And just push them down, make sure that all your bits of wool are in the center. So you're going over the top, round, turn. I'll do it a bit up close so you can see. Maybe if I point it down a bit more, you can see here. So with my wool, over this stick, loop it round once, push it down, turn it round, over the next stick, loop it round once, push it down, turn it round, over this one, loop it round once, keep it quite tight, not too tight. Keep it so that the sticks, there's not too much wiggle in them, and as we go along and make it bigger, it will get more and more secure and the sticks won't wobble as much. So that's your middle piece, and you can see it's starting to make that lovely diamond shape for your middle. So carry on with this colour for as long as you want. If you want to change it, I'll show you what to do. what I do is I just cut the wool, get the colour that I want to start, and tie it together, so make a little knot with both the colours there. Cut the ends quite short and keep doing the pattern. Keep doing over, loop it round, yeah, over, loop it round, and pull it. Hopefully the knot will end up at the back, so behind where you're working. Just pull it round so that it does end up at the back. If it doesn't, it's okay, but it's nice if it can be hidden, because there'll be a back and a front side to this. So we've looped it, so we've gone over, looped it round, over, looped it round, and you can get into a kind of rhythm with this as well. Over, loop round, over, loop round, over, loop round, spin it round. And it's quite relaxing. I can do this for however long you want. You can make it really big, you can have just a couple of small ones. We do keep them on the sticks though. You can cut the sticks down with, I think they should be able to be cut with scissors, just have to be careful. So you can't use the sticks again to weave off. They become part of the weaving and the decoration. But that's why I've given you some extra sticks, so you can do 3 lots of these diamonds. Or with your next 4, you can try and do a bigger piece. So that's this one, and once you're finished, obviously this is very small, but I'm just showing you what you would do. You would loop it round, the stick and put it through. So let me show you that. On your very last, pull a loop, bring the wool over the stick and through the loop, so it's made a kind of knot really. And you can always put a knot at the end so it doesn't slip out, just to be sure, if it's on the back, and then trim that off. Obviously you want it to be a bit bigger than this. Keep changing your colours and you'll have something like that, or like this. And I've added an extra little bit of wall on the top here so you can hang them. Makes a lovely decoration in the window, off a shelf. And that was just by cutting a piece of wool, tying it onto the stick with a double knot, collecting with the end a piece, collecting it on, basically folding it onto itself, and tying it round into a knot like that. And you can wrap that round a bit to make a feature of it. You can trim that bit off, and then you can hang this up. So the bigger piece is exactly the same. but it's made with more sticks. So you've got 4 left in your pack if you want to have a go. It's at the exact same start. It's making 2 lots of crosses, and once you've tied them together, you've got 2 crosses tied, and then you tie them together. So it's a bit more bulky and it's a bit more fiddly, but that will give you a bigger weave. So have a go, and it's a bit complicated to explain over video, so if you do want to come along to the gardens, you've got a front side and a back side to the weaves. But it's really fun to do, and once you get into the flow, and you can make it quite large, you can spend some time just wrapping the wall around, and it can be quite relaxing. So I hope you enjoy these God's Eye weaves, and I'm really excited to see what colours you use, how big you make it, and what you make with the sticks in the wool. And yeah, hope you enjoy. See you next week.